Okay, I am back, and now that we are slowly entering into spooky season, we are talking about haunted houses and buildings. And yes, that includes hospitals. Okay, that definitely includes hospitals. And we are just going to explore what they are and why they continue to pop up. So I'm going to share this in my group. Give me 1 second. Okay, so haunted houses. In case you don't know, spirits are just all around, regardless if you have the ability to see them or you're in tune to their energies. You might not be able to see them physically, but you can feel them. Spirits are just around, okay? If you're on my page and you still think that humans are the only people that occupy the world, then I'm gonna need you to just get off of this page and just, I don't know, find someone else, because I'm not diving backwards. You can look at my old videos and hear what I gotta say. But other than that, we're gonna just keep moving forward. So we've already established spirits are just all around. So the reason why a lot of spirits occupy spaces like buildings and things like that, these abandoned homes, abandoned buildings like that, is because not only are they so familiar in their humanity that sometimes they only seek out places that are their level of, I'm gonna say, comfort, quote unquote, which is why, you know, you have the spirits that are like, get out of my house, and will do anything to get you out of their house, because they are a spirit, a traumatized spirit that may have died tragically or may have been under not the best circumstances in their life. So they continue to cycle that unhealed trauma in their spiritual walking life. So in regards to a spirit haunting like a house, okay? So let's just say a spirit endured a whole bunch of trauma, a whole bunch of pain on a consecutive basis in a given space. So that space is then full of that energy. So if you were beaten up every day, raped, abused, anything like that, that energy stays in that place until you cleanse it out. And a lot of people don't cleanse it out. It just stays and it sticks and it keeps cycling over and over and over again. You know, it doesn't matter how much you open the windows to let in fresh air. If you don't sage, they gonna stay, okay? So we have things like traumatized spirits that may have endured so much pain in their lives, and that they live in these houses and they die in these houses and they don't want to go. All of their trauma is here. All of their memories are here, whether they're good or bad. You know, they're stuck in this energy. They're literally stuck, you know, and they have to find a way to really move on. I'm going to say that in their walking life, because either they're too scared to find out what's on the other side, or they're too comfortable in their trauma to let it go so that they can move on to the other side. A lot of spirits that cause these troubles at these bars and things like that, and these haunted houses, a lot of them are either lonely spirits that just want some sense of comfort and familiarity, so they stay in their homes, or they occupy spaces with other spirits. Many of them just want to stay there because it's just familiar. It doesn't matter how much trauma they endured. They do not want you in their space because it's an invasion of their privacy, so to speak. So, and a lot of spirits don't even know that they're dead. So that's another thing. We ain't even gonna talk about that, because if we talk about life and death, okay, y'all ain't ready for that. So yeah, y'all ain't ready for that one. So I'm gonna just shut my mouth and move on. So any spirit that has yet to really cross over, they tend to be in this angry, scared sort of energy, because, you know, they're around, they're there, but people really don't see them. They're there, but people really don't feel them. You know what I'm saying? They're there, but they're not really there, you know? So as a spirit, of course that would be frustrating. And then coming to the realization that you're dead, that's a double whammy, okay? That's literally a double whammy. So when you're actually in your energy and in your space and you're feeling this sort of negative energy around you, it could be an unresolved spirit in your home. And another thing that you have to realize is that houses themselves, buildings themselves, are a spirit. Buildings themselves are spirits. They can house spirits, but the buildings themselves are a spirit in themselves, okay? So as far as, learning about how to remove spirits from your home, we all know about, holy water cleansing. We know about doing the sage and things like that. We all know about that. But one thing that we have to understand is we have so much more going on spiritually that we don't see, that we just have to understand, so that if we do have problems in our lives or even in our homes, we know how to correct that. Because with education on cleansing your home, your home spirit, and cleansing any spirits inside of that home is very important, because a lot of people just don't know. They don't know why they wake up angry every day. They don't know that it's their own house that's angry because they never clean up, or they are not responsible with caring for their own home. You know what I'm saying? And these spirits, they stay until you get rid of them. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So just even by saying prayer, if you're not into the sage and things like that, even saying a prayer over your home. If you're into Christianity, get you some holy water, okay? Even doing things like that is a preventative measure to keep these spirits out of your home. Sometimes they can just attach to, like I said, items that you bring in from your home, from the grocery store, from the dollar store. Okay, they can just sit and attach and just fester and just cause a ruckus. A lot of spirits on this earth just want to live. That's it. They don't care if they help you or hurt you. They just want to live, because a lot of them don't want to know what's on the other side, because they know this life and they think this is it. There's so much more out there, okay? Spiritually, it's so much more. So as far as cleansing your homes, very, very important to do, because you can't house these things and then wonder why, these bad things keep happening in your home, So as far as like haunted places, like possessed buildings, I'm gonna talk about my favorites, hospitals. So hospitals actually carry so much spiritual activity that a lot of people don't talk about and don't really speak too much on, because they really just don't want to scare you. But hospitals are literally a hub, a spiritual hub between life and death. No matter what hospital it is always an energetic hub to either bring life in or pass life on. So these energies, they surround around places like this. A lot of dark spirits and good spirits hang around places like this. It's not always bad. Sometimes it's just duality, and you get the choice of which way you want to swing. So I have this theory, okay, on why hospitals have so much spiritual activity, and the only thing that I could really come up with was the fact that they are literally the energetic hub between the spiritual world. They are stapled in our society as these things. Even though you may have a home birth, it's a little bit different, but generally speaking, everybody on this earth was born in a hospital. That's just is what it is. So places like hospitals are constantly being cleaned. If you've noticed that, they're constantly being cleaned. And it, of course, is for sanitation, because, it's a hospital. But in reality, it's because of the spiritual energy that's constantly flowing through it. It's an ever revolving door in hospitals. It never stops. Life is always coming in as it is leaving, always in hospitals. So it's a reason why they have these sanitation things going on consistently. You know, it's a reason why, you know, you go in, you know, because you scraped your elbow, and they clean everything, you know, regardless if they just gave you a Band-Aid and sent you on your way. You know, it's the energy of this spiritual home, which is a hospital itself, that needs to stay clean and stay cleansed. Because listen, if y'all, I know y'all have heard the horror stories. Oh, hey girl, how you doing? I know y'all have heard the horror stories of like shitty hospitals and like all the trauma and the death surrounding around those places. I know you've heard the horror stories of haunted hospitals. If you haven't, there's plenty of YouTube videos, okay? There's plenty of places where like these places just built up so much dark energy that they just had to shut down. You know what I'm saying? They just had to shut that shit down and move it over, because it literally took it over. It's a spiritual hub, a literal portal. Hospitals are a literal portal from one world to the other, okay? And this is not something to take lightly. You know, this is something that you can use as an example for your own home. You know, your home itself is a portal, if you allow it, from one place to another. If you don't cleanse, you're just allowing spirits to just run your shit. Not in this house. I don't know about y'all, but not in this house, okay? We stay cleaning over here, okay? Because we have to understand it's more than just a physical clean. It's a spiritual cleanse, you know? And like I said, when you relieve trauma from your life, when you remove the trauma from your life, those dark spirits, they have nothing to attach to. You know, it's like the little Monkey Links game. I forgot what it was called. Okay, they hook onto trauma. They hook onto fear. They hook onto darkness and things like that. You get rid of that, what are they? They have no way to attach to you. So if you keep your house clean, you keep your spirit clean, you keep your body clean, they have nothing to touch. They just go along on their way, you know? I tell people keep their house clean daily. Listen, this house is so old and dusty, I have to sweep every day. If I miss a day, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, oh my Lord, I can't miss a day in this house, okay? And I feel like that's a sign for me to keep up my routines, because listen, I can't miss a day. It's too fucking dusty. So when you have things like these portals, like I said, your home itself is a portal. You have to understand spirits gonna try you, okay? Not every spirit knows you. Spirits are gonna try you, okay? And it's your job to say, no, this is my shit. This is my home. I reside here. My family resides here. You are not welcome. You can do that with incantations. You can do that with speech. You can do that with cleaning, and you can do that with sage and palo santo and things like that, so that these spirits know, oh, let's not go over here. There's plenty of other houses to go to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know about spirituality because, again, it's not taught. It's taboo, okay? Playing with spirits, with the devils, the demons, whatever the fuck, okay? The whole time they a demon. You know what I'm saying? Whole time they a monster, but we gonna skip over that, okay? So we have to understand, we gotta stay up on our knowledge. We gotta stay up on our routines, because ain't nobody coming in my shit. I don't know about y'all, but ain't nobody coming in my shit. Another way that you can prevent spirits from coming in, if you have any concerns, you can actually grind stones. You can do it yourself. I don't even know if they sell black tourmaline as a powder or like obsidian as a powder, but if you have like a grinder, like something to actually grind a stone down, obviously not a huge stone, if you have like the small chips, you can actually put that powder around your home. You can seal your home in protection. What you can do, you can bury it in your garden and put plants over it. There are specific plants for protection, especially for the fairies. I forgot the name of the bush. It's the something thorn bush that a specific fairy protects. So if anything comes within that vicinity of that bush, that fairy is gonna be on that ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's preventative ways where you can prevent spirits from even trying you, and that's a way you can do that. I forgot the name of the bush, but when I remember, I'll write about it to you guys so you guys can have that information in case you guys wanna, you guys got a little garden and wanna do some planting. So I personally, I do like the stone thing. So like if I have my stones set in certain points in my house, I know I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? So with that added with all of the other spiritual shit that I do, I know I'm set and I know I'm good. So if you want to grind up, or even black witch's salt, you can put that on your windowsill. I don't do that because I do mirror magic. So like any reflective surface is protected in mirror magic. So there are definitely ways that you can go about it. Even if you have like neighbors, even if you don't have a set place where it's just you and your family, you can prevent it so that you don't feel the energy of them and vice versa. Like they can keep their shit and you keep your shit. It's a way that you can do that. So when you have these protective things set in place, you can make sure that your energy field, your parents or your family, wherever you're at, they're protected as well. Black witch's salt, I highly recommend. It is always the go-to because it prevents spirits and other people from entering your home, because we all know about spies. We all know about, energetic spies by now. So and if anyone tries to, come into your home astrally, they usually go through the window because it's a reflective surface, which is why I highly recommend you guys getting into mirror magic. I will say a little bit about it in maybe a few days. I'll do a little post about it. But mirror magic might be your best friend when protecting your home because of the windows and the reflective surfaces as well. So I want to end this talking about just spirit accumulation, because I know I mentioned in the other live about spirits being attracted to darkness. So like, imagine you work in a slaughterhouse for a living, for a job. If you work in dark places like this and you don't cleanse yourself after, the chances of you carrying spirits home with you are very high. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a place where there's just constantly death happening. It's not like a hospital where it's life and death. It's a constant dark energy. So that, if you notice, like people who work in places like that are kind of just like blank. It's for a reason, because they see death every day for 8 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's a lot of darkness to sit and get comfortable with, and then once you're comfortable with it because of the check, you know what I'm saying? That's when those spirits are like, oh, okay, and they slide in, they slip in and they ease themselves into your life. If you're not protected and your aura is wide open, they just slip right in and they walk with you, okay? They fuck little shit up in your home, they fuck little shit up, okay, friend's house. Like, this is how these spirits move, this is how spirits roll. So take into consideration the places that you are frequenting, the jobs that you are choosing, and the energy that you're in. Actually, we're gonna talk about jobs too, because I wanna ask if y'all think that negative spirits can live in like Amazon's warehouse. Because if you really think about it, the amount of people that wake up and don't wanna go to work, that negative energy draws spirits. Okay, if you really want to think about it, the negative energy of you just like, oh, I hate this job, but let me go get this check though. You know what I'm saying? That houses that energy, that houses those spirits. Like, it's not just hospitals, it's every building, every established place on earth has the ability to carry these energies and these spirits, you know. And it's honestly, I personally feel like when we know what to look for, we know what to avoid. You know, I don't ever want to work a job that I hate, because I know if I'm waking up like, oh, here I go again. Oh, here we go again in this place I don't want to be in. I'm attracting spirits to not only that environment and that space, I'm attracting it to myself as well, because this is the energy that I'm choosing to accept every single day just for a check. You know, when I could choose something else that maybe it might pay less, but I'll keep my happiness. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that we have to take into consideration as well. Our jobs, yes, your job can house some negative spirits. It might look clean and feel clean, but there could be a whole bunch of spirits in that bitch, okay? Just trying to hop in and out, trying to hop into your life so they can live. Like I keep trying to tell y'all, these spirits, they just want to live. That's it. It's nothing more. It's not to hurt you or offend you. Like, they just want to live. So if they want to live and you're allowing them to fuck your shit up, that's something that you have to take responsibility for. I know I did, because okay, them spirits was tearing me up at one point until I was like, I'm in control now, okay? Now I got those demons on a fucking leash, okay? So you have to really understand these energies, and don't fall victim and don't fall prey. Like, make them your bitch, okay? They need you in order to exist, okay? It's not the other way around. They need you. So you have to be in control of your space and your energy and ensure that it is completely protected, 100% protected. So I just want to just say this: protect your energy at all costs, okay? If you hate that job, you might want to quit, okay? Because this the spiritual energy that you're bringing and that you're receiving and that you're allowing could be the reason why you're having problems in your life, you know? Just saying, just saying. All right, I'm out, because that's all I had to say.